Okay. Mr. Moseley, are you ready to give your statement?
I am indeed.
All right, if I could start off with your identification and contact information.
Mm,
You might have to
is
step away from. Oh,
the
perfect.
driver's license okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I passed that over unless must have slipped in someone else's hand.
No, I got it. I got it. I appreciate it.
Yeah, what?
And your phone number?
What a very, very good question that is. 419 827 8693.
7 419 827 8693.
8693 in the end. Yep, it is indeed.
All right, perfect. And if you could do me a favor and describe for me, I guess what happened.
Yeah, right, okay. Jumping in a bit, that's very quick. Okay, so, like I say, come down here with Sam. I witnessed what I presumed at the time, but obviously that's been confirmed to me. That an officer that was off duty decided to punch my friend Sam here twice when he was outside of a vehicle. The officer described it as a muscle, you could say. But then he did it twice, so I don't know. A couple of question marks around that, you could say. After he'd done that twice. Oh my Jesus Christ, that's loud. Sorry. Yeah, sorry. After he'd done that, obviously Sam at this point wasn't at the scene anymore, you could say. At this point, I seen the officer pull out his torch.
Hey, what up?
Presume that was to obviously
Hello,
help him see where the blood was and
What up, dog?
pick it up. The officer at the time was in completely plain clothes.
What up?
So, to my knowledge, he was not on duty, unless obviously he was a detective or anything like that. But I don't know. Maybe he was. Maybe he wasn't. He looked like it was Connor Homer. The other gent that was with him was in a PDM test, and I am 99% sure that that's Noah. Noah Walker, who works down at PDM. But obviously, the key part to take away from that waffle was the fact that seeing obviously what the thought at the time was an off-duty officer, which has been confirmed to me as off-duty officer Connor punched Sam twice. First time claiming it was a muscle. Obviously did it again for sheer measure, and then decided, in his best interest, that he would withdraw his torch and pick up the blood.
Please don't. All right, let me see. So on 4/12/2022, you expressed that on this date you witnessed an off-duty officer punch Mr. Morgan 2 times while outside of a vehicle. What kind of vehicle was he outside of?
Oh god, it was a PDM test. It was almost like a souped-up sports car. I know it's about 1.5 mil in the store. Is it a prototype? Is it an X something?
It was an X80 Pro, I thought it was.
Yeah. Okay. Unsure what the actual name of the vehicle was, but it was grey, 2-seat, 2-door prototype, like a hypercar in the super section. It was PDM test because it had the PDM test on the registration.
Okay,
the actual, obviously the technical name for it, unsure, but it was obviously in the hypercar.
Okay. So the officer struck him both times next to the vehicle, or what happened?
I can literally point out to you, it's about where that, see where the salt is? I'd say maybe 2 or 3 yards to the right hand side of that salt as you look.
Okay. Here, let's go look at it. Come with me.
Oh, yeah, obviously. Okay, so it was around this here.
Okay.
Around here. Because at the time there was a Rusty Rebel parked here, and then the
Okay.
other side of the Rusty Rebel was the prototype. It was I'd say comfortably it was in between these 2 parking spaces, but on the road here.
All right. You're going to speak up for me a little bit.
Oh,
So it
sorry
was
about
on
that.
the road. It was on the road where it occurred?
Yeah, where he obviously punched him, and then when Sam had left the scene, you could say, that was when he withdrew his torch and decided to have a quick gander for the blood. He, Well, last time I seen Sam, he's heading in that direction. Didn't really know what was going on. And
Was
then,
he
like
in
I
that
say,
direction on foot or in a vehicle?
say again, sorry.
He was headed in that direction on foot or in a vehicle?
On foot.
On foot. And he was punched twice right about here.
Mm-hmm. It was indeed.
And what kind of vehicle were you in?
I was in my Karuma.
And that's where you were watching from your Kuruma when you saw the officer pull out the flashlight
Mm-hmm.
and collect the evidence.
Yep. Just as a side note, obviously, if you need to look up what vehicle I had at the time, I have literally sold it about 10 seconds before.
Oh,
right
that's
in this,
fine, that's
so,
fine.
Yeah, just in case you had a look and, trying to match up the story and think, wait, it doesn't own a Kuruma, so,
And let me go over this one more time, make sure that I have it right. I'm going to read it out for you. You can confirm or deny or change anything, okay?
Mm-hmm. Sounds good to me.
Earlier today, on the 12th of April, you expressed that you witnessed an off-duty officer who you identified as Connor Homer assault or punch Mr. Morgan 2 times while outside of a vehicle. There was a PDM test car parked about here in the middle of the road outside of the police station. The officer described the incident as an accident, but you didn't really believe him because he had done it twice. Mr. Morgan left the scene northbound on foot, and then you watched the officer pull out a flashlight and collect the evidence. You were in your Kuruma at the time. The officer in question was not wearing a uniform, and again you identified him as Connor Homer. You also expressed that the other individual that was in the test vehicle was Mr. Noah Walker, and you recognized him as an employee of PDM.
You said that you saw someone pull out a flashlight to collect the evidence?
Mm-hmm.
Who was the officer that pulled it out?
I'm pretty sure as well. Yeah, it was Connor at the time.
He was off duty and he had a flashlight.
Is that against the? I don't know if they.
I just wanted to know.
Oh, yeah. Connor's the one with the, like the bullet cut and the.
I believe
the
it's PD equipment, but
dodgy jam jar glasses.
Just wondering.
Yeah, that's. Yeah, it will have been Connor. Yeah.
okay.
Okay. Is there anything you would like to add or have me change in the report?
Have a quick think. No, nothing off the top of my head.
Alright, I will make note of this and I will continue with my investigation.
Thank you
Thank you
very
very
much.
much. Appreciate your
Alright.
time.
No problem,
It
you guys
is.
have an above average day.
So, will it?
You as well.
Will you message us the progress, or I know you have my phone number and whatnot, or will it be Hazel that contacts us through you, or vice versa?
It should probably be me.
Yeah, probably her. She can ask back. I can
That's
tell
fine.
you that it'll take a little bit of time to investigate. I need to speak with a couple of other people.
Okay.
I told them it probably would be a little bit at a time. A lot of different things that go into this sort of thing.
Yes, correct. Is there anything else
Yeah.
I can do for you all?
That's all.
Is everything?
Thank you very much.
Alright, thank you.
No worries.
Incidents.